Everyone, good morning all. This is Professor Savitramma, Principal, SVU College of Sciences, Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, and also Organizing Secretary of International Webinar, Role of Nanotechnology in Current Scenario. Now I am going to talk on the applications of nanotechnology in the webinar, and all of us aware that any innovation leads to the useful to the society is called technology. In current situation, society depending almost on nanotechnology. Why? Because the nanotechnology within short period, it's become a nanotechnology era, because everywhere the nanotechnologically developed medicines and devices has been using, and highly promising in the curing the diseases, and even agriculture like nano fertilizers, nano pesticides, nano weedicides, and agricultural especially the growth regulators and nanonutrients, and even pharmaceutical industries. The number of clinically approved pharmaceutical products are in the market, and first to third generation biomedicines are enormously efficiently are using in curing number of diseases, and as well as the diagnosis of diseases, even like AIDS and cancer, diabetes and Alzheimer's, whatnot. Every disease, the nanotechnology has its a crucial role. And even though the Richard Feynman, 1959, he converged the engineering and molecular biology, but as per Indian medical system, in Ayurveda and as well as the homeopathy, the nanomedicines are well aware and they prepared and they used to treat the diseases. But nanotechnology, mainly the industry, the quantum dots, dendromeres, fullerenes, nanoscales, hydrogels, nanowires, carbon tubes are using in construction of buildings, vehicles, and aerospace products. And environmentally, the nanofilters for cleaning air, water, and also the soil. And even in the food industry, smart packing is there, and then nanorobots are playing crucial role in medical and as well as the engineering field. Whatnot, everywhere nanotechnology has been using efficiently and as well as the effectively. At present scenario, we are totally depending on the nanotechnology, and the next period may be convert into nanotechnology era. So in this contest, I welcome you all of the international webinar, and then we will discuss there the applications of nanotechnology both in agriculture, medical, pharmaceutical, industrial, environmental, and as well as the food and nutraceutical. Thank you, one and all.
According to the United Nations report, the world population is expected to increase by 2 billion persons in the next 30 years. In order to ensure food security, fertilizers are largely needed to do the job by boosting the agricultural outputs. But does all the applied fertilizers gives you 100% of fertilizer use efficiency? So how much fertilizers do crops need for the maximum yield? How do we ensure a good fertilizer use efficiency in this case? Well, the answer could be nanotechnology. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Cheng Han Wee, a senior lecturer from the Faculty of Agro-Based Industry, University of Malaysia, Kelantan, and the director of Agrotechnopark, University of Malaysia, Kelantan, specializing in land resources management. In the talk, first of all, I'm going to give you the background of agriculture sectors in Malaysia, followed by the different approaches and technologies of fertilizer application in Malaysia. After that, I'm going to highlight on the fertilizer use efficiency based on the different approaches and technologies used in Malaysia. Last but not least, I'm going to highlight on the main topic of today's webinar, which is the application of nanotechnology in the agriculture sector in Malaysia to improve the fertilizer use efficiency and its future prospects in Malaysia. So join us during the webinar session, and I look forward to seeing you all during the session. Thank you very much.
Medicinal plants play a very important role in human life. Since ancient days, people are using medicinal plants, herbs, spices as natural ailments for many diseases. Even we use crude extracts for various types of diseases and also for health benefits. If we further go beyond, we also do isolated compounds, and now the new technologies are synthesizing the biological nanoparticles using medicinal plants or herbs or even spices using various kinds of plant materials for the synthesis of nanomaterials will be one of the most important aspects for the human well-being. By the way, this is Vishweshwar Rao from University Malaysia Sabah, Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, and I will be talking about biological synthesis of metallic nanoparticles using various types of medicinal plants from India, Malaysia and other Southeast Asian countries, and also utilizing them and showing their mechanistic activities for various types of metabolic disorders such as diabetes, cancers and other diseases. So see you all soon with that SLI international webcasting and webinars organized by Sri Venkateswara University Tirupati. See you all soon.
Annually, more than 1.2 million tons of agro waste are generated in Malaysia. 1.7 billion tons worldwide. 50 to 70% of these residues are left to rot and disposed as trash. More than often, cleaning up means to gather all, pile up and carry out open burning. This agro waste environmental pollution affects health and well-being. Now, isn't that a waste? What if these residues can be the much needed nature provided readily available precursors for the synthesis of nanomagnetic adsorbent composites? Yes, it's possible. I'm Paulson from the Faculty of Agro-Based Industry, University Malaysia Kelantan, Jeli campus. Join me for more insights on how agro-biomass derived nanomagnetic adsorbent composites can be synthesized, highlights of its benefits and advantages, what are the potential application areas, prospects from the viewpoints of consumers and industries, and the challenges associated with its production and commercialization. So be there for the upcoming SLI International Webinar organized by the Department of Botany, SV University, Tirupati, themed Role of Nanotechnology in Current Scenario. See you then.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Huda, PhD candidate from Faculty of Agro-Based Industry, University Malaysia Kelantan. My current research is on agro-waste derived nanomagnetic adsorbent composite known as CS for water and wastewater treatment. So in my lecture, I will cover about kinetic, isotope and also mechanism of dye removal. So the dye that will include in my lecture are Rimazole Brilliant Blue R and also Rhodamine 6G. So it's very excited to share with you the role of iron oxide nanoparticles for dye adsorptions. So see you later. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Preetham Bala from MIT School of Bioengineering Sciences and Research, MIT ADT University, Pune, India. In the current scenario of this worldwide pandemic and many more life-threatening diseases that are there around the globe, a novel drug delivery system, a system which is specific, which is targeted, controlled, less toxic, affordable, that is the need of the hour, and that should be the thrust area of all the fraternity in the science scenario. Thus, my talk will be focusing on particularly this aspect, taking this kind of thrust areas into the focus areas, and we'll talk about some of the research work that we have been doing here from our end in this regard. I'll be looking forward to deliver this talk at this prestigious conference. So, see you at the event. Thank you and my best wishes.